Okay, so we're still doing 5.3 today. Oh no, 5.2 today. And we're doing exponents. So when you have like a little 2 up here, that's the exponent, and it just means take the 4 and multiply it together twice. So remember, we usually write multiply this way, but we also can write it with a dot. If the dot is down at the bottom, that's not multiply, that's decimal. So you can see here there's a dot in the middle. So if the exponent is 3, it just means multiply it together 3 times. If there's 7, it means do it 7 times. And that's why we use the exponent form, is because we don't want to write it out this many times. It's too much work. So this is much faster to do. So if I want to put this in my calculator, 2 to the 7, we have to use this button here that has the little box. So I go 2, and I can put a 7 in there. Okay? Now you have to, if you have a bracket around a negative number, you have to keep the bracket when you put it in your calculator. Okay? So make sure you use a bracket. Here's your negative sign. And here you can use the box and put a 3 in. Oops, that's not a 3. Where's my 3? There. Okay, or you can use, some people have it up here. There's another button somewhere else. Sometimes people have a 3 that they can push. So there's a mistake here. This says b to the 4, but look, there should be 4 b's. So when you have letters, you actually don't have to put the multiply between. You can just go b, 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 b. Okay, but when you have numbers, you have to put the multiply between each one. So this is really, you can have 4 x's like that. You don't need the multiply in between. And when you have brackets close to each other, that also means multiply. So you don't have to put the multiply in between when you have brackets. Okay? So if I look here, how many x's do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's x to the power of 5. 1, 2, 3. A to the power of 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. E to the power of 5. Okay. S to the power of 3. How many m's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So m to the power of 6. C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. C to the power of 7. B, there's only one of them, so you can put B1, or you can just put B with no 1. This is better. Okay, don't put anything up there. Because in math, sometimes 1 can hide because he's so skinny. So many times you don't have to write the 1. So in exponents, you don't have to write the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, so s to the power of 4. So here, how many brackets do I have? I have 3. And just write the stuff inside the bracket. How many brackets? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 sets of brackets that are exactly the same, so just write it. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of brackets that are exactly the same. And here I only have 2. Okay. It doesn't matter what's inside the bracket. How many brackets do I have the same? 1, 2, 3. So this to the power of 3. This to the power of 2. What's another way to say 2 squared? So this and this squared. So you can say all of x plus 4 squared. And here when it's a 3, we say cubed. Okay, here how many brackets are the same, the sets? X plus 1 to the 4. So I have 4 exactly the same, so I can just write it this way. Here I have 3. Okay, let's just do a few from each one. So expand. You know, if you're at a child's birthday party and they're blowing up balloons, you blow the balloon up so it's small and then it gets bigger, it gets bigger. That's expanding. Expanding means to get bigger. Okay, so here, how many x's do I have? 4. Okay, how many y's? 4. How many sets of brackets should I have? 2. And then just put everything inside, back inside. Okay, and it's okay if it's whatever's in the inside, it doesn't matter. It's just 4 sets of brackets. x plus 4, x plus 4, x, oh no, it's a y, x plus y, x plus y, x plus y. Okay. How many a's do I have? 3. I have 3 a's, a cubed and b cubed. I have 3, that's cubed. Okay. When we have numbers, we always have to put the number first. So let's do 30. So I put the 4 first, and how many a's? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many b's? 2. So when we do our letters, our variables, we always write them in alphabetical order. So like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So A comes first. Okay, so we always have it going alphabetical. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, let's do 34. So this says, write this bracket 3 times. And whatever's in the bracket, put it back in. But let's look at 38 and 40. So here, the 4 is only on the x. So it says write 4 x's and then put the 2 back in front. Here the 4 is on everything, so it says write the brackets 4 times. So you can see how it's different. So you have to be careful. Let's look at these two. Here it says all of x, y, z, write it twice. And here it says, just write the yz twice. And then put the x back in front. Okay. So now, we're on page 16. I want you to write 625 here. I want you to write it in your book. So write 625. We're going to make a factor tree just like this here. So what times what is 625? I don't know, but I do know it ends in a 5, so that means I can divide by 5. So 625 divided by 5. So that means 5 times 125 is 625. Can I make 5 smaller? No. What times what is 125? Well, it ends in a 5, so I can divide this by 5. 25. So 5 times 25, 5 times 25 is 125. I can't make 5 smaller, but 25 is 5 times 5. So how many 5s do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can write 625 is equal to 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. And what's a shorter way to write that? Well, I can write 625 is equal to 5 to the 4. Okay? 5 to the power of 4. So here, this is, when it printed wrong. My exponent is the 6. It just printed wrong. So if I say, what is the exponent? The 6 is the exponent. And if I say, what is the base? The 2 is the base. So the base is the big number on the bottom. The base is big number on the bottom. B, b, b. This is the base. Okay? Now if we go up, we already talked a little bit about this. If I have a 2 here, you say squared. And if you say have a 3, you say cubed. Okay? Because square, this is a square, macabre. Okay, that's a bad square. Let's make a nicer square. There. And a cube is 3D. Okay, you know when you go to the movies and you wear the glasses? That's a 3D movie. So a cube is a 3D shape. That's why when we have 3, we say cube. And a square, macabre, is 2D. So that's why when we have a 2, we say squared. So 3 goes with 3D shapes, which is cubed, and 2 goes with 2D shapes, which is squared. And here you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 4th power, or you can say 5 to the power of 4. It doesn't matter. It's the same thing. Okay? So let's look here. How many 3's? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 3 to the power of 4. So we have to say 3 to the power of 4. That's how we say it. We can say 7 to the power of 2, or we can say 7 squared. And here there's 3 2's, so I can go 2 to the power of 3, or I can say 3 cubed. 3 is like 3D, so it's macabre. 8 to the power of 6. 8 to the power of 6. Okay, let's go to the next page. So here, there's a few difficult ones. We have to be careful. The ones where they're negatives. See the negatives here? So when you see the negatives, you have to be careful. Okay? So let's go look up here. So when it says negative 4 squared, someone might write this, but that's wrong. It's all of negative 4 squared. It's not 4 squared and then put a negative in front. So whatever it is, you have to put brackets around it. So negative 5 squared. So you write it twice. Now, do they have the same signs or different signs? Well, they're both negative, so same sign, so I know the answer is positive. 5 times 5 is 25. Okay. Let's look at 11. Negative 3 cubed. Negative 3, put it in brackets, and we have to write it 3 times. Okay, so now I'm going to just look at these two. Do they have the same sign or different sign? Same, so I know the answer to this is positive. 3 times 3 is 9. So then I have this times this. Oops, you can't see. So then I have negative 3 times positive 9. Is that the same sign or different sign? Different, because this is negative and this is positive. So because it's different, I know the answer is going to be negative. 3 times 9 is 27. So be careful. Someone might say, well, they're all negative, so the answer is negative. No, that's not how you do it. Let's look at this one. Negative 2 to the power of 4. We'll put the brackets 4 times. Okay, so this, same signs or different signs? Same. So the answer is positive. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay, same signs or different signs? Same signs. 2 times 2 is 4. So now we do 4 times 4. Are they same signs or different signs? Same. They're both positive, so it's going to be positive. 4 times 4 is 16. 16. So you can see that they're all negative, but the answer is going to be positive, because this together makes a positive, this together makes a positive, and then here, positive times a positive is a positive. So be careful with your sign and the answers. Okay, so then finish this page up. And